You can't see him, but I can, as I got Cena vision. And in today's video, we got a little John Cena Ruthless Aggression 2-pack.
And the spirit of Ultimate Warrior will run forever!
Welcome everyone, Kyle here, and welcome back to the channel for a throwback wrestling figure unboxing and review. And today on the channel, we got a Ruthless Aggression Jakks, John Cena, plus bonus, Micro Aggression. But for all your Jakks needs, I have no idea. I guess eBay. But for all your modern day wrestling figure needs, make sure you're hitting up Ringside Collectibles. Use discount code Kyle, save yourself 10%. And of course, we're going to do this review like we do all the other reviews on the channel. We're going to take a look at the packaging. We're going to talk about it. We're going to unbox it. We're going to talk about it. We're going to see where it goes from there. So without further ado, let's see what old John Cena is up to here today in the old school Jakks Ruthless Aggression style body, packaging, you name it. But a little extra special with this one is I cannot remember what retailer this was specific to. I feel it was either Kmart or possibly KB Toys. If you do know, shout out in the comments. But it is basically a Ruthless Aggression figure without a set with a bonus Micro Aggression figure here. Now we remember Jakks giving us all kinds of different toy lines, but for a while we had Maximum Aggression, Deluxe Aggression, Ruthless Aggression, Micro Aggression, and Build and Brawl, and I think Ring Giants about the same time. So they were flooding the market with action figures of all varying shapes and sizes, and I think this is maybe a way for Micro Aggression collectors to jump into Ruthless and vice versa. I think maybe that's what they were trying to do here from Jakks. Should have asked my old good friend of the channel, Jeremy Padower. Have I mentioned Jeremy Padower lately? Of course, Jeremy Padower, as we do know, wrote the foreword for the Jakks Classic Superstars Complete Guidebook on sale at Amazon. Check it out, Barnes & Noble, wherever good books are sold. Pick it up, search my name, there you go. Cheap plug for the book. But John Cena looking really good in this Ruthless Aggression style packaging. I'm here for that WWE logo, John up top there, Ruthless Aggression. You got the figure, both of them sitting there really good. John Cena down below, and it says bonus, Micro Aggression figure included. So I don't know about you guys, but I never collected the Micro Aggression. That was not for me. I was really dabbling in the Jakks, of course, at this time in the Ruthless Aggression. I was all in on classics, but I dabble in these. Micro Aggression, not even on my radar. Not something I'd want to be a part of. Just no connection with that. And I felt like that was probably for little kids at the time. I don't know. I never knew anybody that collected the Micro Aggression figures, but it was there if people did want them, of course. On the back, Cross-Sell City. You got to be promoting, always be promoting, and Jakks was really good about that. UPC warnings, all that fun stuff down there. On the back, they're promoting Series 36 with Umaga, Charlie Haas, my girl Maurice. Oh, Maurice. Big Show, Mickey James, D.H. Smith, and Kofi Kingston. And then Adrenaline Series 32 with Santino Marella, Maria, John Morrison, The Miz, and Jesse and Festus, a great 2-pack as well in the Adrenaline. And of course, don't be a punk. Get them all. We're here for that all day long. John Cena had a lot of really good figures in the Jakks run back in the day, and I always did really like this figure. Always think of this as one of the better Jakks John Cena figures. See you later, goodbye. See you later, goodbye. And then Plastic Prison style right there. And as you guys know, John Cena and I, really fast friends.
Kyle Peterson, who is known in some circles as the Larry Bird of sports entertainment figurine collecting. Well, this is John Cena, a.k.a. John Cena, who is known in some circles as the John Stockton of fashion. The shorts get shorter all the time.
John, you don't have to say those kind of things all the time, but he does, he does. John, a great guy, no doubt about it. There it goes. See you later. Goodbye. And we're going to dive into the Micro Aggression right off the bat. Can you believe this? I've seen these. I've held packaging for these, but this is the first time I've ever held a Micro Aggression figure in my hand. Very, very weird little figure here. Now, the articulation on this guy, arms go around on both of them. Legs actually move like the Ring Giants, a little side-to-side swivel right there. You do get head articulation. There's a lot of articulation in this very, very small little figure. And I think if somebody handed this to me, I tell you what, as small as this is, I still recognize this as John Cena. So there is some redeeming qualities to this, no doubt. He does got the green jorts going on, the black boots. He's got An armband on his bicep there in green. He's got his wristbands in green. He's got 2 fists of John Cena Fury right there as well. And he's got kind of a strange head on him where it just kind of feels like he's leaning down or whatever. But it is what it is. And he's even got holes in his feet. Let's see if I have a stand handy. I didn't have a stand handy because usually these jacks don't fit on stands. Here we go. Here we go. I always got something handy somewhere. In arm's reach, as they do say. But will he fit on a ringside collectible Mattel stand? He will not. He will not. Maybe he'll fit on a McFarlane. Oh, will he fit? No, he won't. He won't fit on anything. He's not fitting on any stands. But he could if we had one that worked. But he will stand up just fine on his own. So an interesting one. I just don't know. I'd be curious. I'm sure there's people watching this that are younger than me. Did you have these when you were a little kid? And how were they playability-wise? I can't imagine getting much out of a match of these, but these would be perfect if you're going to grandma's, and who doesn't want to go to their grandma's house? I know I was all in going to grandma's, but maybe you're in the back seat, your parents are driving, and you want to play, you want to get that fig fed out there, but you can't bring all your normal figures. Maybe this is a car special, a plane special, something like that, something to give you something to do with. I could see that along the way, but better than expected, but still not for me. I think that's my final verdict on that one right here. But now the Jakks Ruthless Aggression style figures, man, we're playing a lot of hits with these. You know I'm a Jakks apologist out there. I love my Jakks figures, and they still hold up in a lot of ways. Obviously, if you're a player out there, maybe they don't play as well as some of the new articulation from the Mattels, the Jazzwares, but I still do think if I was a player, I think I could use my imagination enough. I think there's just enough articulation here to be dangerous, and I think it is some fantastic figures. They display very well, and these head sculpts here, you can't tell me these aren't just as good as some of the Jakks or the Mattel ones all these years later, and these are like, 10, 15 years ago, some of these head scans here. So Jakks really ahead of their time, and it's so easy to say that's so Jakks, but you got to put yourself back 15, 20 years ago, what we were receiving at the time. Really state-of-the-art figures, no doubt. So really, really good Cena here all day long. You know this is John Cena. Beautiful head sculpt, looking good. A haircut my grandma could set her watch to. She would be all in on this haircut here. Big open mouth. John's ready to fight. He's ready to throw down if need be. He does got the word life knuckles on his fingers here, sculpted in. I like that a whole lot. Arms do go all the way around. Bicep cut. Single jointed elbow. Hands back forward side to side. Head back forward side to side. Waist articulation, very nice and tight. Leg goes up, bend to the knee, ankles up and down, no side to side. The worst part about John Cena figures from Jakks are the ankles are pretty loose, and it is tough. You got to balance them just right to stand because he will very easily fall over. However, have that same issue with Mattel in this day and age as well. Some of his older elite figures especially there. He's got 2 open hands here. Not a huge fan of that. Would have liked to seen a fist for John, but I do think it's pretty cool that he's repping the word life going on right here. I think that looks good. Got his black jorts, black sneakers as well. Got a little WWE logo on the side. Really not a lot of bells and whistles with this Cena figure, but a very, very good Cena figure. There's no doubt. I really do enjoy this one. A very good figure in the history of the Jakks Ruthless Aggression line. And I should say, since this is like a sub-series, a one-off kind of thing, I don't know. I'd have to go back and research, and it takes a lot of research with these Jakks figures. I pretty much do assume that this was a re-release from a prior version of Jakks, but this is about the sweet spot for John Cena Jakks Ruthless Aggression figures. A lot of good head sculpts, a lot of good bodies. At the end of the line, towards the 40 series for the Jakks Ruthless Aggression, things really fell off the wagon for Jakks across the board. Obviously, they're cheaping out. They know they're losing the license, but some of the Cena figures had gigantic heads, huge heads. This feels right. Wish they would have stuck with this style instead of those gigantic heads later on. It is what it is. No change in history, at least as of right now in this line. But this one, pretty good, and I gotta say, the microaggression, better than expected. So you can't ask for much more than that. So there is Ruthless Aggression and Microaggression, John Cena. What are your guys' thoughts on these two? Pickups, passes, long games, no games? Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. And of course, you made it this far. Don't forget to like the video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Turn on the old notification bells. We got videos every single day. And then some. We got even more content for you, of course, over there on Patreon. Early access to videos like this. Early access to all the videos on the channel, I should say, from both YouTube channels. Q&A, pizza reviews, dog stuff, giveaway, you name it. Best of all, you do support the channel. You can also support the channel at ProWrestlingTees.com. Search Kyle Peterson. And don't forget social media. SirPaul64 on the X. The _Kyle _Peterson on Threads and on Instagram. So for John Cena ×2, I'm Kyle. See you all real soon.